I want to start by saying thank you very much to Rob and Alicia, because we launched our product at this rally three years ago. It's got a special place in my heart, because the ride itself was fantastic. Everything about the event was so fantastic. We've gone around North America telling everybody how to do it. They got to call Rob and Alicia to find out. So if you go to other rallies and it looks like a little bit like they do it, that's why. But we couldn't be here last year because Len was riding, what do you call it, captain on the front end of a tandem with a blind guy on the back as he was riding across Canada raising money for Special Olympics. So we didn't make it last year, but we're glad to be back this year. And I guess we're going to hand out before you go tonight or tomorrow sometime, we've got some brochures that'll give you a discount online. Because Rob still isn't into kind of clothing. He's getting there. He's into trikes, and we're very grateful for that. But so if any of you also, some of you participated a couple of years ago, we have a little thing here if you want to get on our newsletter, find out about our customer specials on a monthly basis. Just fill one of these out either today or tomorrow and let us know that you want to stay in touch. But just like Tom talked about the innovation of tricycles, and I know you guys know a lot more about the hardware than I do. Len and I have been riding since 2002 in Australia. We started riding our first recumbent. So we found that we knew a lot about riding the recumbent, and we kept looking for clothing that suited, because my story is that every time I went out of the door and I put my banana in my back pocket and I sat down on my recumbent, it was a smoothie before I got very far. So we decided that the most important thing about clothing was to design something that gave you pockets on the front. So we all our jerseys have pockets on the front, but then some people said, well, I carry, believe it or not, I went on that ride last year across Canada. I carried a camera, I carried a tape recorder to record what I was doing, a cell phone in case I got into any trouble, and some food in these pockets, and I rode like that. But some people don't want to walk around with pockets, so we've actually designed some jerseys with pockets on the side. And to be innovative, we've also found that a lot of people said, well, they want to wear clothing that they can wear to the market or whatever. So we have the Cafe au Lait line, and you'll see that Len's wearing his tonight, and that's the women's jersey. And we also do it we'll have some here in the Citrus Market line, because this is espresso and cafe latte, and we have cappuccino. But just to make you, we believe in visibility, so we think that you want to be really bright on so we've got tangerine, lemon, and pink grapefruit as well in the Citrus Market line. So we've, but I did just want to tell you, while I can talk to all of you, a couple of features that make our clothing really innovative. One is that you can turn it inside out, and although it has zippers to hold all your goods there, and we know that as long as you keep the zips done up, things don't fall out, that's completely seamless. You'll see that there's no seams, there's nothing there to chafe or bother you while you're riding. And if chipmunks jump up and land in your lap, you just open up the zip, put them inside, and away you ride. But the other thing is that we read the Bent Rider online forum and a lot of other forums, and we found out that some of you were taking Stitcher rippers or whatever and taking out the chamois on your very expensive shorts. And I'm thinking, you paid a lot of money for those chamois. You really shouldn't be doing that. But when we designed our shorts, we tried to figure out exactly what you had to do to make a shirt comfortable. And so I walked around with a lot of toweling in there, trying to figure out and trying to make sure that it didn't look like a diaper. But we did get a lining. And if any of you come by and try that, it's very, very soft and comfortable and very absorbent, and it absorbs all of the moisture while you're riding. So it does serve a purpose, and I've made sure it goes down the legs, because I'm one of those people that needs a little bit there to keep me from chafing. And don't have to take our word for it. I haven't seen the review yet, so it's an honest review, but John Axon has written a review for RTR magazine, and in his email to me, he said that it's the most comfortable clothing he's ever worn, bar none. So, like I said, you don't have to take our word for it. But we do have a full range of clothing, from sleeveless to short sleeve to whatever. But I just wanted to tell you one thing, that you all ride recumbents because they're extremely comfortable, and you probably have been riding in your regular jerseys. And I know because I had a whole wardrobe of them with those great pockets on the back and the chamois and everything, because I've been riding since I was about that big. But you think, but you think that, you know, you don't really need recumbent clothing. But the things about it is that the technical fabrics do actually absorb the moisture as you're riding, so they do make them extremely comfortable. But one of the things we discovered, and we have been innovative in changing, just like Tom talked about changing his tricycles as he learns, we've actually learned a lot about riding clothing as we've gone too, because what I found is that I modeled a lot of it after the jerseys I owned. And you'll see that this, some of you that have seen our original clothing, you'll notice that we lowered the necklines, and we've lowered the necklines even more, because what I found was that when you're riding a bicycle, and we started with, you know, the roll down handlebars, you're riding like this, everything hangs away from your body. And when you ride, and then we moved to cruisers and hybrids and whatever, and so, because it was easier on the back, and everything still sits quite comfortably around here. But when I started to ride recumbent, I was finding that I was strangling myself. And of course, there's two things. You're sitting on that tail, which shouldn't be there, and the other is that you're pulling the jersey up like this. Well, actually, when you ride in your recumbent position, you actually are changing your body position. And it is really important to have clothing that's really comfortable. So for those of you that are going to go on the Century, you really should be riding a reverse gear when you do that. Thank you very much, Robin and Alicia. And I have to tell you, this is just absolutely one of the best rides we were ever on. And we want to keep on coming back. So thank you very much for having us tonight.